Hello again, everyone. How is everyone? Back in with another live. So this afternoon, I went to St. Michael's on Wyre, which is about 25 miles to the northwest of where I live. And I did quite a bit of filming. So I've got footage for 4 videos. So this is one. I've got another video ready to go, which I'll release after this live, which you will find very entertaining. And then I've got enough footage for another 2 videos investigating certain theories that have been propagated, that people have asked me about, that I just wanted to go and thoroughly check out. So those will be, I've got to edit them, but those will be coming tomorrow. So the footage I'm going to show you has had minimal edits. There's a few jump cuts, literally, where like I've been like picking up a poo or picking up Cassie's lead that's dropped on the floor, but it's going to run through almost unedited. So you'll get the, you know, as good a kind of feel for actually being there as I can give you. All right. And I talked all the way through it, so I'm just going to play it all the way through. So there's about 45 minutes worth of footage that you're going to see in this live. So let's give people an opportunity to come in before I start playing it and say a few hellos. So Holly, you won't be late. Good. Esther. Okay. Yesterday in chat, someone called Maria kept putting in chat Nicola was helping Paul find a colleague who was missing. I haven't heard anything about this. Have you? Or is it just hearsay? The man who is missing is Derek Clayton. He's retired, so he's not a colleague of Paul. Whether he used to be a colleague of Paul, I don't know. But it wouldn't be unusual for someone in the area to be making efforts to find a missing person, right? Nicola is in my county, and I make lots of videos about missing people. So I don't understand why people are thinking that there's some kind of conspiracy or some kind of connection between Nicola going missing and Derek Clayton being missing. Now, I did talk about Derek Clayton's case in a video. It was in one of my Nicola Bulley videos, so it wasn't a standalone video about Derek Clayton. Although I could make a standalone video about Derek Clayton if you want to. He's been missing since October of last year. And he was last seen on the promenade at Cleveley's, which is a coastal town. I know Cleveley's. My step-grandparents used to live in Cleveley's. I used to go and visit Cleveley's to visit them as a kid. So I know Cleveley's. I could even go to Cleveley's, right? I couldn't even go there. And yeah, he went missing from the promenade. That's it, right? He's been missing for several months, and there's no connection between Nicola's case and his case. Nicola was publicising him being missing, but why shouldn't she? She's living in the same county. She's living in the same area. Why shouldn't she be interested in locating this missing man? I mean, look, Kaylee Gonzalez was into true crime. She was following true crime YouTubers and TikTokers. And then she became a victim of one of the most horrendous attacks I've ever heard of. Right? So I don't know what else to tell you. Thank you, Starkey Rottweilers, for the 20 Australian dollars. Towards my fuel. Well, yeah, I paid my son's time, his lunch, and his fuel to take me this afternoon. Who else is in? Down Under with Love. Gone. Why do people keep talking about her? Well, well, people do keep talking about her. People do keep talking about her. So I went back today to investigate some of the things that people have talked to me about. So that's why. And I did a live yesterday talking about all the theories and going through the theories. The case is still open until the inquest. The inquest is on the 26th of June. Natalia, hello, Mike. Why are we still talking about it? A tragic accident? I believe so. I believe it was. Diane. Who else? Petula. Nicola Bulley's case is very disturbing. Just wondering what actually happened to this amazing, beautiful soul. I think she fell in the river. When you see this footage, you might be more convinced. It is because we care, Deborah. It is. Pincho's here again. Just like solving things. Don't need much reason. Good. Me too. Me too. I've just got I'm curious. I've got a curious mind. I'm interested in crime, so the two things naturally go together. Eudora, I think Nicola Bulley's case is constantly being revisited here because of all the rubbish people. That's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. And she's in my county. You're right. Somebody put a comment on my live from yesterday, like, you know, on the we must have been watching the replay, saying it was disrespectful for me to go to the inquest. Why is it disrespectful for me to go to the inquest when this is a case that's happened in my county? The inquest is being held literally like 12 miles from my house or 15 miles from my house. Why wouldn't I want to go to the inquest? This is a very, it's been very poignant for me. Like a middle-aged dog walker with a Springer Spaniel goes missing, right? I'm a middle-aged person with a Springer Spaniel in the same county. Like, if there's any case that I was going to get involved in, and I've got involved in a lot of cases, mainly in America, if there was any case that I was going to get involved with, of course it's going to be this one. And I'm going to visit the scene, and I'm going to go and test, I'm going to test, and I'm going to test, and I'm going to counter the nonsense that people are putting out. Anyway, Tracy, hello. LGW, L, Kathy, Saki Rottweilers, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. You've not even gone to bed yet. Oh, dear. Unembellished, Zoe, Sweet Insanity, Token, I'm very well, thank you. Pink Fan, Luana, Jim, Purple AJ, Blondie, JD, Ice Cream, Laurie, Martin, and a bunch of people coming in now. So, make sure you test how deep the water is. Take a stick. I did have a stick. You can't reach. You can't reach down into that water. You're going to see. Not unless you want to. You are so wrong, really. All right. All right. Why are you right? Why are you right? What do you know that we don't? Okay. Let's start playing this footage then. So let me know in chat that you can hear this, because we had some problems with audio yesterday. So let me know if you can hear this. I can't mute out because I'm sharing my entire screen. So, okay, but I will be watching the chat over on the other screen there. I think I'll just go full screen with this. There we go. Right. All right. Are you all ready? Let me just check that it's looks okay. Yeah, it does. All right, let's go. Hi guys, I'm here in St Michael's on Wyre. I'm here to retrace Nicola Bulley's steps, and I'm going to be time-shotting on this phone. Screenshotting, Michelle. Screenshotting. I'm also going to be doing an experiment with Cassie, so stay tuned. I'm here at the school. I'm obviously not filming the school for obvious reasons, but I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to walk down the road and we're going to retrace her steps. Wait. Alright, so this is CHORLEY, and then this is Blackpool Road up until the Iron Bridge, which is literally just there. Sorry that the camera's shaking, you are going to get a little bit dizzy because I've got Cassie, I've got my walking pole to help me with the banks, and I'm going to use a normal walking pace rather than walking like a snail that I normally do when I film, so that you get a smoother ride. So there's two properties here that Nicola would have passed, and then we've got the church right here. So Nicola wasn't caught on CCTV on this stretch, literally because two properties from a church didn't have CCTV. Cassie doesn't like being on a small lead. But in a second, she will enjoy. Right, Win. For someone who's not doing any more videos on Nicola Bulley, you're doing a lot of videos on Nicola Bulley. Yeah, because I'm counteracting the nonsense that people are putting out. All right, let's be clear. And this is from this afternoon. So this is the bridge right here. And you can see on the other side of the road, it's just fields. So this, guys, is why Nicola was not caught on CCTV, because there isn't any. So this is the bridge. Now I'm filming this in the afternoon. It's currently about, I don't know, 20 past 1. Nicola was here after she dropped her kids off at 8:40. So there's the river over the bridge, and just right here is the river path. So I'm going to stop and take a screenshot of the time. So I've been filming for 2.5 minutes. So Nicola should have been here about 8:42. All right, so screenshot time. And I might be a little bit slower than Nicola because I'm faffing with a bunch of stuff that maybe Nicola wasn't doing. So 13:20. All right. There's a horse. There's a horse. Hello, horse. Hello, Mr. Horse. Now, last time I was here was 6th of February, so Nicola had been missing for, hold on a minute, 10 days when I came here. And spring is just about breaking out here in Lancashire. I live about 25 miles south of this location. My son's dropped me off. I'm paying him for this afternoon, paying for his time, paying for his fuel, and paying for his lunch. He's gone to Garstang. He's in Garstang, which is it's about 4.5 miles away. It's a bigger town than Garstang. All right, so let's concentrate now. Nicola was seen on the river path. I don't know exactly where, but this path at 8:43. So it is literally a 2-minute walk from the school, as you've just seen. This is the floor currently on the River Wyre. Cass, wait there. All right, let's do the old zoomy R. You can see that is a constant flow. It's tidal from the Wyre, which will pass in a second. We have had quite a lot of rain here over the last week or so. So the river, I don't know how high this river normally gets. I mean, there's flood defences everywhere. So I'm guessing that it does get high or higher, I'm guessing. But yeah, there's a pretty fast flow of it. Pretty fast flow, as you can see. All right, let's zoom back out. All right, and on we go. So I'm doing the walk, doing the timings, and then on the way back, we'll go and visit the Wyre. The Wyre's just there, just around this corner here. It's only a very small Wyre compared to the Wyre that's near me, that is. Whoops. There's the Wyre. We can get to the Wyre. Sorry, Cassie, I keep standing on her line, dragging her back. She thinks she's doing things wrong, but she's not. And you can see the flow of the water there over the Wyre. There will be no problem whatsoever with the body going over that Wyre, in my opinion, because of the force of the water. That's just my opinion, obviously. It's a beautiful walk. If I lived closer, I'd come here a lot. Okay, so there's the caravan park. I'm not filming them. They've had too much intrusion, in my opinion. So I'm pointing the camera away from the caravan park. It's not relevant to this investigation, in my opinion, other than Penny found Willow and Nicola's phone. But, right, so we'll go down that path and film the Wyre on the way back, because you can get around that fence. So this is the gate that some people have theorised a vehicle could have come down here or over that field right there. That's the tree line is the river line. So we can have a look in that field on the way back as well. That's something else we can do. So yeah, you can get a vehicle down there. But would a vehicle have got down there to kidnap Nicola? Well, you need a key to that gate. There's also another gate up there as well. Come on, keep going. And then the bench is just a bit up here. So, like I said, Nicola was seen at 8:43 on that river path. Somewhere along those lines. She was also seen about 8:50 and then 9:10. Could have been 8:47, but anyway, she was seen by at least 3 people. Oh, look at the sheep. Oh, look at him. Or her. Look at them. They've got little black stripes on their faces. Oh, look at them. They're beautiful. I want a sheep. Oh, yeah. I know. I'm in your spot, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going. Don't worry. I'm going. Told me off. Oh, they're gorgy. They're gorgy. They're gorgy, aren't they? You're not a sheepdog. Wind your neck in. Oh dear. Right. Coming up to the bench now. Tons quieter than it was last time I came. Last time I came, there was reporters. They were camped out at the Grapes pub, which is just up there. We'll go there on the way back. And the command centre was in the car park of the house there. And then there was volunteer searchers all over the place. Drone operator was here. Today, there's no one whatsoever here. I'm going to take Cassie off the line. I just want to see what she does here. She'll probably remember that we go through this gate. Yeah, she has. She's remembered that we go through the gate. So this is the bench. She can get through that easily. But she's been a good girl and waited. Because that's what she does. Oh, she's gone under the gate. Did you see that? Did you see that, guys? I don't think I got it, but she went under the gate. She went under the gate. I was opening the gate while she was doing it, but that is the size of my hand. All right, so here's the bench. All right, I'll just say that the next video that's going to come out is Cassie's gate test. So look out for that later. Actually, I'll premiere it so that you can watch it live with me. So that's coming up later. I don't like it yet. If I was psychic, I'd tell you that this is where Nicola died. But I'm not psychic, so I'm not going to say that. And I've lost my other phone. Tell it, Cassie. Oh, balls. I have actually dropped my phone, I think. Right, we're going to have to go back and find my other phone. I've dropped it. This is insane. All right. I'm going to go back. So I dropped my phone. Oh, it's just there. Oh, that's good. Cassie would have found it, but... yeah, all right. Okay. Right, I'll take a screenshot of the time right now. Now, Nicola didn't stop at this bench, but she was seen at about 8:50. And was she seen on the lower field? I think so. She wants to go over there. We'll go over there. We'll go over there in a bit. Go over there in a bit. All right. No, she's still got a line connected. But I'm keeping a very careful eye on what she does here. So I'm right next to the bank now. Cass, this way. So that's a steady current. Obviously nothing like it is at the other side of the Wyre, but that is a steady current. That's a steady current. And can you see the ripples and stuff underneath? So when the water looks still on top, it doesn't mean to say that there isn't activity underneath. So I'm literally, the edge is there. I'm about less than the length of my walking pole from the edge. Pass this way. This way. You're stuck, aren't you? You're going to be faffing about on the edge of here. This is steep and it's slippery. I've got trainers on today which have got a grip. You are literally stuck, aren't you? There we go. Right. So there's the bench. This embankment is artificial. This embankment is a flood defence. And then the natural bank is right here. Right on the edge now, guys. Look how far down that is. So it's a drop, and then you get to that point there, which looks like where the river goes up to when it's really high. You can see how high the river gets by the way that the bankings have been formed. Not that I'm an expert on river geology. That's the way it looks to me. Now there's steps there. This is where the divers were coming up. The steps there. Whoa. Right, I'm going to go down on my arse. And I'm going to film the bottom. This is dangerous, but let's do it. What you can see on the bottom there, what I can see, I don't know whether the camera is picking it up at all. But I can see rocks down there. If anybody comes, they're going to think I'm mental. Can you see the rocks? There's rocks all under there. Big rocks as well. I really don't know that the camera's picking it up. I'm serious, guys. Right, gotta get her back up here now. The shit I do. Investigation. Right, let's get to safety. So the ground is wet and somewhat slippery. You've seen Cassie not attempted to go in this river at all. Not at all. Come here. If I can keep the camera still enough. You can see from here the floor of the river. And there's like little whirlpools. So they're called eddies. That you can kind of see. She's not making any attempt at all to go near that river. If I was psychic, which I'm not, I've had some experiences though, maybe I'll tell you on another day. I would say Nicola died there. Just if I was psychic. Alright, gotta do a screenshot now. So this is the lower field. I said this was going to be very... Did say this was going to be very Oops, turned it off. So it's currently 13:37. All right. So we were there like 7 minutes, just messing about the edge. Oh, and she's doing a poo. Nice one. Nice one. Got to clean that up now and carry a poo bag. Because unlike Ron, this is a bin. Of course it's not. What we'll do then, we'll not use a plastic bag. We'll do the humane method of cleaning up a poo. Do you know this method? Cleaning up a poo. You get a bunch of leaves. You pick it up and you put it in the bushes. Go over here and put this in the bushes. Now, I don't know what route Nicola took. I don't know whether she walked down that path and then walked around the upper field. Or she went that way. She might have gone that way, actually. We'll go that way. This seems to be a well-trodden path. So maybe walkers, like either walk around the edge or walk around there and then walk around the upper field. I've no idea. So Nicola's seen at 8:50, then at 9:10 down at the bottom of the upper field. So she was 20 minutes. Now, 8:53, she sent an email to her boss. So was she on this field or just over here on the upper field? This is only a very small field. Sent an email to her boss. And then, so you can still got a good view of the bench there. So if somebody was walking along here, you'd still be able to see the bench very easily. And then she was seeing the bottom of the upper field, where we'll be there in a few minutes, at 9:10, and that's the last sighting of her. So she was seen by at least 3 people on this field. Who knew her? Who knew that she wasn't anyone else, you know, such as a friend. Such as a friend. It is very beautiful, it really is. There's someone with a dog over there. So that's Rowan Water, where that fence is. There's CCTV at Rowan Water. So she's not gone that way. People who are saying that there was no investigation done other than the river, quite frankly, you're talking shit. You don't know the case if you think that. Talking complete and utter dog shit. You're speaking that shit that I've just cleaned up. That's what you're speaking. That's what you look like. But hey, what am I to say? Am I to say what you do? It's my opinion, obs. So those are flood defences. You can still see from here, you can still see the bench. Obviously the bench will be occluded by the hedgerow. If you were, say, stood right here, then you can just make out the bench through the trees, but your vision's somewhat occluded. So we'll walk around the edge of this field and then we'll walk by the river. We know Nicola regularly walked by the river because she took photos of it. So we know she regularly did that. So by now she'll have sent the email to her boss. And then at 9:01, so what, 8 minutes later, she logged into the Teams call and she was seen holding her phone out in front of her, listening to it. So presumably that would have been a 9:10 sighting. That some say was wrong, some say wasn't wrong. Whoever it was, the person at 9:10, the witness, saw her holding her phone out in front of her. So this is all the upper field. The hedgerow demarks the field boundary. So I've now been filming 21.5 minutes. So from the school, including my diversions, losing my phone and filming the bottom of the river, is included in that time. That's your own water, residents only, padlock on it. All right, so well-trodden path. I can't tell you whether Nicola came this way or whether she walked that way, then walked back around here. I don't know. I'm assuming she's walked around the field on the path. I'm guessing. All right, so this is the gentle side of the river. The secret beach is just up there where I paddled last time. Not going to paddle this time. But we know Nicola came along here a lot because of the photos that she took. Cassie will probably go in the river at this point. When I came here on the 6th of February, I spent a lot of time searching all these banks along here. Along there. I had Cassie running all over this field. I knew this field was clean. Because we had no idea at that time. It was the 6th of February, it was after I'd been here, that I became absolutely convinced that Nicola went in the river at the bench. But wherever she went in the river, she was definitely found in the river. So people saying Nicola wasn't here that day at all are peddling quite a conspiracy in the quiet and very leafy village of St Michael's on Wyre, defaming the whole village with your nonsense. But hey, what do I know? So we went down there last time, and all down these banks last time. The footage was so shaky, I don't think I've ever shown it. There's nothing there, so... When we get to the Confluence up here, we'll take another screenshot for the time. So if you fell in the river here, there's no problem whatsoever, because the flow is very, very, very gentle. But I'll show you in a second where the flow picks up and why. You don't need to be a river geologist or whatever the title is to know this, to understand this. So the River Wyre comes along here. Small river, starts off, goes through Garstang, which is 4.5 miles in that direction. Comes along, right? It's a very winding river. The River Wyre, its name, Wyre means winding in Old Britain, Brittonic language, apparently. Allegedly, I've read. There you go. Nice, easy way in. She'll go in. She's not ridiculous and stupid. She won't go down high banks. She knows it's dangerous, don't you, Cass? Because you're not stupid. And presumably, neither was Willow. Hence why she wasn't wet when Nicola fell in the river. Willow didn't follow her because that banking is treacherous. A Springer Spaniel, as intelligent as they are, will not put themselves in danger. I mean, some might. Like Cassie's been reckless in the past. She's nearly, oh yeah, she just turned 2. I was going to say she's nearly 2, but she's not. She's just turned 2. And dog's brains kind of somewhat mature by the time they're 2. They understand danger. Stuff like that. Right, so this is the confluence. So let me just take a screenshot of the time before we talk about the confluence. All right, so 13:50. All right, so the confluence. Confluence means coming together. Right, so you've got the River Wyre, which comes from its source, way over there somewhere, through Garstang, round here. And then it's met by another river. So the water volume increases by however many times because the River Brock, which is that one, joins it. So you see from now, because of the increasing water volume, the current picks up. The river starts to widen. This is not rocket science, guys. This is not rocket science. None of what I've said in my videos is rocket science. Nicola had a picture right here. I think I've got it. I'll put it in. Look, can you see? So, gentle current. Right, look. Nice, consistent, gentle current. Nice, consistent, gentle current on the River Brock. Confluence, increasing water volume. And the river starts to widen because of the increasing water volume. Now, I'm not saying it's a deep river by any stretch of the imagination. There's deep parts to it and there's shallow parts to it, like any river. So Cassie's dared to go down this banking because that's not too steep for her. So that's, I don't know, 3 foot to the edge. Not even that. Not even that. But can you see the current? And what you can see, don't knock me in. Yes, don't knock me in, don't knock me in. Right. What you can see is there's like, because you've got this 2 river situation going on, you've got this disgruntlement of the currents. I don't know the technical names for all of this, but you can see like the underneath is moving. The underneath currents are strong. You can see it from here. I really don't know how well the camera's picking this up, but it's moving. Right, let me throw something in. Don't let me in. Right. I need something with a bit of weight on it. That will float. Now, the human body obviously floats because of the water in the lungs. When the water's still in the lungs, for a period of time, as you're drowning, you are floating. Only for a short period of time. And then once there's no longer air in your lungs, then that's when you sink. But if you're taken by a current, you're taken underwater by the current. Right. Look. Oh, it's sinking. Oh, it sank. Peter Falding saying, was it Peter Falding? I'm going to blame Peter because he said a load of shit. But Peter Falding said he chucked a stick in or something and it stayed in the same spot for 20 minutes. I don't know what shit you were talking, Peter. If it was you. Right, we're throwing another one in. Right, stick. It's just a bit of reed. Right. Now, this is not a human body. This is a stick. It's being taken under. Look, can you see it? It's being taken under, but it's being taken away. Come on, guys. Come on now. Come on now. It's not stayed in one spot. It's moving along under the water. Even a little piece of reed is taken by the current. Would a body be taken by the current? You bet it would. You bet it would. All right, so Nicola was last seen at the bottom, around here. I don't know exactly where, but around here. And then by 9:10, she was here. By 9:20, her phone was located at the bench. So let's take another screenshot because we've been here about 5 minutes. Messing around. So we're going to take a nice leisurely walk back now along the river, and it goes around this corner and then it picks up speed. It goes around this corner. I'm guessing that the increase in water volume from the Confluence, the existing underwater currents, the bankings are going to have an influence on the current. I don't know, guys. Look, if you're a river expert, tell me what the names of these things are. I think those little mini whirlpools are called eddies, aren't they? So Nicola, 8:40 at the school, last seen at 9:10, so half an hour. So she was walking slowly, leisurely walk. Sent an email to her boss, sent a text to a friend about a play date, 9:01, logged in to the team's call. So we've got this straight bit down here. I'm going to go down here now and we'll film the current again. So just round that little bend there, that's the bench. These are just the flood defences. Right, the best way to go down here is on your arse. She's not going to go in. She's not going to go in. I'm not going to go right down there. It's really slippery. But can you see the current? Now, like I said, we have had some rain last few days. I just don't know how well the camera's picking this stuff up. I can see it with my eyes. I'll read. And you go around that corner, and then it's straight onto the bench then. Nope, still not going to go in. I don't know what assessment she makes. I don't know whether it's if she assesses the river to be too deep. I don't know what assessment she makes when she's down at the bank, right round the bottom there. Is it the height of the bank? I think it probably is height of bank. And then she assesses the river. I don't know what goes on. They're just cleverer than we think they are. These soon dogs are stupid. No. So remember, 9-10, bottom of upper field. We're nearly at the top of the upper field now, this hedgerow. I've been filming for 38 minutes. But you got to remember that I stood for 7 minutes up there and about 5 minutes up the other end. So the actual time is now 14:01. So Nicola, 8:40 at the school, and then 9:20 at the bench. So that's 40 minutes. Was the length of her walk. And she obviously was emailing, texting, listening to a Teams call. She could do that while she was walking. She may have stopped already, who knows. Might have just been a quick email. I don't know what the content of the email was. But all the way along this path, you could see the bench, couldn't you guys? It's just right there. But there is points where it is occluded a little. It's doing a tilly. It's doing a tilly. Get a friend. Right, we're gonna go and investigate this field. That's funny. Notice the sign. Right, I'm going to say goodbye here. Watch out for the next video. Got to take a final screenshot, 14:05. Cassie's already gone over the style. Cass! This way. Cass! Springer Spaniel over a style. And there we go, guys. That's the footage for today. So, what I also did was film the test, which is going to come out later. So, it's ready to go. It's uploaded. The Cassie going through the gate test. Could Willow get through the gate? Same breed as Cassie. So, could Cassie get through the gate? We could argue if Cassie can get through the gate, then Willow could also get through the gate. Yeah, Springer over a style, yeah. Also, I did another couple of things. I went around the field that's over the style. I went over that field because one theory was that Nicola was kidnapped. I don't know whether this theory is still a thing, but I was emailed about this. I was asked in my chat about this. That if a vehicle could have got down that field and parked near the stile, Nicola could have been kidnapped over that field. So when I was there on the 6th of February, no, I've not dyed my hair darker. It's just the light in this room. I did, when I was there on the 6th of February, I did check for tyre marks around that stile area. That's one of the things I did. However, I didn't actually go into that field. So I did that. So I've got that footage, which will come out tomorrow. And then I also walked around the village of St. Michael's. So I went to the spots where the CCTV was. There's no tyre tracks, no, which I've just now preempted what I'm going to say in that video. I also thought Cassie had fell in the river, but she didn't. So I went to the Wyre again. I went to, and I walked around St. Michael's. So like the CCTV spots where Nicola could have come out of the fields, like other locations where she could have come out. So I did that as well. So that'll come out as another separate video. I don't think she was kidnapped here either. No. All I'm doing with these videos is countering the theories that I don't believe happened. When I did a poll yesterday, I didn't take a screenshot of the final poll, but I had foul play by someone she knew, and I think it was about 30% of people who were in the chat yesterday thought that. And then a smaller number of people, I can't remember the figure, said foul play by a stranger. 50-something%, I think it was 52%, said it was an accident. And then I think it was something like 9% said they thought it was suicide. So yeah, so there'll be 2 shorter videos coming out tomorrow. I'll do the field addressing the tyre tracks as one video. I think it'll be about 8 minutes. I think I've got about maybe 8-9 minutes of footage on that. I walked all around that field, and then I went on my way back. I went to the Wyre. The Wyre was really angry today, really angry. And I want to talk about that bit of the river between the bench and the Wyre in a minute. So I'm going to talk about that before I sign off. And then the other video that will come out, again, it'll be a shorter video, will be walking around St. Michael's. So I hope you find it useful, and I hope you appreciate why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this just to keep the case going and people saying the case is closed, this, that, the other. It's not closed until the inquest. And the inquest is on the 26th of June at 10 a.m. at County Hall in Preston. I'll be going to it because it's open to the public. Inquests are public information. And this is in my county. So why shouldn't I go to the inquest? Some people go to trials, like some people who have absolutely no connection with a court case go to a trial and go and sit in the public gallery because that's their right. They enjoy doing it, or they're interested in it, interested in the process. So there's absolutely no disrespect. I'm not going to go and speak to the family. I'm not going to go and take photographs. I'm not going to film outside of the coroner's court. I am literally going to go sit at the back and listen. And then I'll report back my findings afterwards when I'm well away from the family, the court. I won't be filming at all while I'm there. So I can't film. You can't film inside a court. So I'm not there. I'm not going to film at all while I'm there. But I followed this case from day one. It's in my county. I feel above and beyond any other case. I feel a connection with Nicola because I'm a bit older than her, but not by a major amount. I've got a Springer Spaniel and I go dog walking every day. Why wouldn't I be all over this case? Why not? Why wouldn't I be? So going to St. Michael's isn't disrespectful. There's no laws against filming. I didn't film anybody. I kept the camera away from everybody. There was a man doing something in the yard at the farm, and I pointed the camera away from him. I didn't even film the dog walkers who were shouting for their Belgian Shepherd who kept running towards Cassie and then running back. I didn't film any person at all. It was very, very quiet there. There was a handful. There was probably about 3 people on the field. Like the time I was there, I was probably there about an hour and a half, maybe. So there was a couple walking behind me. There was a Belgian Shepherd people, and maybe I saw another couple of people on the upper field, and that was it. And then the man at the farm doing some work in his garden, in his yard. So there's absolutely no disrespect meant at all to anybody in St. Michael's. I support the people in St. Michael's. There's no disrespect meant to the family. These videos are to educate people, to show people the scene, and hopefully some people will watch these videos and realize that this isn't a big conspiracy. That this is the big conspiracies are just blown up out of proportion by people listening to ridiculous rumors. And that's it. And that's it. And I've tried to address every single one. And I do that not just in this case, but in any case. That's what I do. It's a discussion. It's sometimes theoretical. Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I theorize, go down a rabbit hole, and then I come back out of the rabbit hole, realize I was wrong, and I say I'm wrong. And there's nothing wrong with being wrong. It's all part of a process. But in this case, in my opinion, it's Occam's razor. Occam's razor. Thought this was the original. Everyone's asking you to be careful. Is this a new one? Yeah, I filmed this today. If you look at my screenshots, when I take the time, when I take a screenshot of the time, and the reason why I'm taking screenshots of the time is so I got them, so that if anybody comes along and starts making more videos and more videos and more videos about the timeline being wrong, I can just show my screenshots and say, those are my screenshots. That's how long it took me to walk that journey. That's why I was taking screenshots. But if you look at the film and look at the screenshots, it's there, 27th of March. Today was today. So I've been twice. I went on the 6th of February and I've been today. So I've only been to St. Michael's twice, but I'm happy to go back. One of the things that I ask in the next videos that will come out tomorrow, whether people want me to walk the river path over the other side of the road, I'm happy to do that. Because that's another theory, that Nicola came out of the river path where I've just walked, where you've just seen me walked over the road and then walked down the river path on the other side of the road. And she wouldn't have been caught on CCTV had she done that. So I'm happy to walk down that path as well. I didn't do it today because I didn't think about doing it today until I literally passed it. And then I said, oh, there's that other path. But my son was already on his way. So no, I don't think it can be wrong either. It's about the right time. Thank you, Christina, for the $9.99 petrol dollars. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Yeah, I can. I can walk down the river path, and I don't know if I can get to that location down that river path. I don't know, but I can walk as far as I can. It was about a mile. It was about a mile from the bench to where she was found. The police said it was about a mile. Yeah, so the Wyre. All right, so the current. Now, the current in a steady river, how fast does that current go? Like 1 mile an hour? Would we say? Like a slow but steady current, as was there from the bench to the Wyre. Let's just say 1 mile an hour. Yes, there's huge rocks. There's huge rocks. Huge rocks. Look, guys, if I could get somebody to go with me, I'd actually get in. If I could get somebody to go with me to help me out, because it's, I don't know, 10, 15 feet down from the edge of that bank to the bed of the river. I've been estimating 10 feet, but I think it's higher. So I'd need a rope. I need to secure a rope like the divers were doing. I'd need a rope and to secure the rope onto something so I could get back out. So if I could get somebody to go with me, I would do it and actually get in the river at that point. Is that insane? Yes. Would I do it? Yes. But I'd need to take safety precautions. And I'd need a rope. I've got a rope. Secure a rope to the tree. And then somebody could help me out. But I'm not going to do that on my own. That's ridiculous. Get a mannequin and toss it in, see how far it goes. Could my son go with? Well, he probably could. Well, he definitely could. Whether he would is a complete another matter. He'd freak out. He'd freak out at the thought of me doing that. He'd say I was insane, which I probably would be. But I'll go and measure those rocks. And would that put pay to people saying that this is not a dangerous place? Would it? Or would it generate another round of theories? Oh yeah, but Michelle, or yeah, but Michelle, or yeah, but Michelle. That's what it would do. Thought it was the temperature of water that killed her. Looking at the size of those rocks, I truly think it was those rocks. I said that theoretically about rocks. Peter Folding, like all you guys who love Peter Folding, he said there's jagged rocks at that location. He actually said that. Jagged rocks, and there absolutely is. He was right on that. He said it was about the day they were there. And that was thank you, Grandma Bunny, for the $1.99. That's very kind of you. When people telling me not to do it. Not dangerous, no different than a main road. All right, Frankie, you go and do it and film it. You just go and do it and film it. Just fall in. Just go and fall in. See how it feels to fall on them rocks. Just go and fall in. I'm not going to fall in. I would gently use a rope to go down. However, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to see how big those rocks are. They look big. They look big and dangerous. So Peter Folding said the day they were there on the 6th of February, which was the day I was there, I saw Peter's colleague. I actually filmed Peter's colleague talking. And at that time, the 6th of February, they thought she'd gone over the weir. I heard Peter's colleague with my own ears saying that they thought she'd gone over the weir. And then the very day after, they changed their tune and decided to go upstream. Yeah. But he said the day they were there, it was 2 feet at the bank and 3.5 meters in the middle. So 3.5 meters, what's that, 10 feet? Because it's steep. It's a steep river. Like the bank's steep, but the inside, like under the river, is steep. So that current taking you, it's even shallow under the bridge. It's not. Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much for the £2. That's very kind of you. So yeah. But anyway, the weir is about 400 yards from the bench. Roughly. I've measured it roughly on Google Earth. Now, obviously, it's not an exact measurement, but let's say it may be a little bit less, but let's just say 400 yards. Now, if a river travels at 1 mile an hour, if the current travels at 1 mile an hour, how long would it have taken Nicola to get over that Wyre. Like, if the current had taken her, like that there and then, right? So mathematicians in the room, let's estimate the current at 1 mile an hour, which is a slow current, as people keep saying, it's a slow current. So let's estimate it at 1 mile an hour. And how long would it take Nicola to travel 400 yards to the Wyre? So any mathematicians in? So we know there's 1,760 yards in a mile. Thank you. Yeah, about 15 minutes. What were you saying? What were you saying? 1 mile an hour to go 400 yards. It's about 15 minutes. I'll leave that one with you. So that's food for thought, isn't it? Isn't it? 16 minutes. So if she'd have died there, if she'd have fallen onto rocks and been injured, knocked out, if she was knocked out, she'd still be alive for a period. So there'd be water in her lungs for a period, which adds to the buoyancy. Once the current takes her, it would take 15 minutes to get to that Wyre. So by the time the searchers got there, she's gone. She's not in that area anymore because she's gone past the Wyre. Lynn, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you so much for taking us on this really informative walk. You really put yourself out there. Oh, yeah, we are fine. Cassie's very tired now. So I'm going to keep this one reasonably short. So with the hope that more people will watch it if it's short. Please share this with your own people on social media, because, you know, people don't watch my videos because they don't want to listen to facts. So if the more people that share it, I'll put this on Twitter and Facebook immediately after this. But if you can share it as well, if you enjoyed it, give it a like. Let's see if it reached 1,000 likes. I don't think so. Nowhere near. 227 likes. Nowhere near. When we get to 1,000 likes on this channel in a stream, then we give away 20 memberships. So unfortunately, no memberships today for people. 228 likes now, but leave a like before you go. It just helps with the algorithm. Leave a comment as well in like on the replay. You don't have to watch the entire replay, but just leave a comment. It just helps with the algorithm. If you can't afford to donate, that's by the by, right? The very, very best way that you can help any channel that you enjoy is to watch the video all the way through, as far as you want to. Leave a like, leave a comment. It just helps the algorithm, that's all. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do in 40 minutes, there's going to be a premiere. So it'll be 8 p.m. my time. There will be a premiere of Cassie's test. Now, it's only a short video, but I'm going to premiere it so we can have a brief chat about it in the so a premiere is a recorded video, just for those that don't know. It's a recorded video, but there is a live chat. So I'm going to see you in actually 39 minutes. So thank you for keeping it respectful. Varying opinions are fine, but when you come in here saying I'm talking shit, then that's at the point you get blocked. But if you've not got my opinion, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You're very welcome on my channel. Thanks to the mods. I don't know if I think we had a mod in. Yeah, we've got a mod in. There's Emily. I think Buglove was in as well. Thanks as always to the mods. And I'm going to see you very soon in 38 minutes. Bye, guys.